Good afternoon, traders. Here is a recap of the trading room today by Strategy Vault. But first and foremost, we must inform you that risk is involved, and here's a copy of our risk disclaimer. Please take a minute and read that. Make sure you scroll through all of it. Actually, what you can do is you can go to our website, click the drop-down menu, hit risk disclaimer, tell you all about the risk involved in this venture that we're doing. The terms of service tells you all about our terms of service, and of course our refund policy. So if you haven't been to the Strategy Vault website, I suggest that you go there, take a look. There's a lot of good information on there, a lot of good training, a lot of free training, and so much more. So take a few minutes and go ahead and read that risk disclaimer. I'm going to tell you right off the bat that you will and can lose money trading the financial markets. All right, so we're going to start with the EU chart. Today in the trade room, we posted the daily news as we always do. Check daily news. Today was a very heavy news day, so it was announced in the trade room that we're going to make some quick entries and exits on the charts today. So the first notification came out on the EU, and what we saw was that price, if you want to follow my cursor here, price was rejecting a preset SV level. That once again, these are generated automatically on your charts should you decide to join us in Strategy Vault. We notice all the rejection candles, at which time a sell notification was issued in the group. We held that until, it's very simple. You hold it until it comes back down to a previous level, another SV level, and as you can see, market started going sideways right here. A close notification was issued. We made approximately $75 on that short quick scalp in the markets this morning. Now the reason that we did this, we don't normally do this, but with all the heavy news that was due to come out, the markets usually do move sideways, and they're real radical and erratic. And as you can see, look at all these long wicks. So once again, we got in and we got out. On the second trade today, it was issued to sell Aussie dollar. So I'll go ahead and pull up that chart for you. Okay, so we issued a sell notification on the Aussie dollar right here. And actually we did two notifications today on the AU. So it's labeled, this is the number one, and this was issued with a 11 o'clock daily expiration. As you can see, number one, the price was bouncing off a resistance level. As you can see, this red line here, it bounced once, twice, three times, four times actually, and then it broke it. But let's go back to this trade. Okay, so the sell notification was issued. It was issued on by our system, and it was issued in our group. We held that until, like I said, it was an 11 a.m. daily expiration. So we had approximately 3.5 hours before this trade was to expire. The news came out right here. We did have stop losses set through Nadex, but of course the system froze up for some unknown reason, so we could not get out. Actually, the second trade here was issued also because of that fourth bounce off of resistance. That was a 71.10. The sell was issued, and we also had a stop loss set on that. Nadex did get us out on that one, so we got in that trade. Oh, let me look here. At approximately 68.25 contract. and we got out at 35. We set our stop loss to get out at 35, and Nadex did get us out of that. But as far as the first trade over here, the 7104 that was issued in the trade room, when this price dropped, we had our stop set. We knew it was coming back to this level. As you can see, these SV levels, they are very strong. We knew it was coming back to that level. It came back to that level. We had our stop set approximately right in here at exit at $40 with an entry price. Just a second here. Okay, we entered at 62. We set an exit price at $40. The system, like I said, Nadex totally froze up when all this news came. I don't know what the issue is, but it's been doing that a little bit lately. So advice is probably not to be in a trade when news comes out, because even though you set your stop, it's been failing lately. Okay, so which is okay. So we did not get out of that trade. It did not let us out. So therefore, we were forced to hold the trade. As you can see, price turned around, shot up to another SV level. When we saw that resistance at that SV level and that doji with the long wicks painted on the chart, we knew that we were going to be okay on that trade. By the time that we got to this trade, we had already issued another trade, so we were out of this one, and we're still in trade number 1 here. So we issued another sell notification in the charts. I'll come back and I'll finish this one up, and I'll explain to you what we did here and why we did it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the EU chart, and right here we had another sell notification issued. We issued that, the system issued it, and then it was issued in our trade group. We knew that we would ride this down to our SV level, which, as you can see, we got rejection at the SV level, jumped back up, and then dropped on down, which is fine. We were only going to hold this for a TP2 profit, and that's exactly what we did, and a close notification was issued in the trade room. So that was the second EU trade that we did. Now I'm going to go, which netted us $105. So now I'm going to go back to the AU chart, and the last trade that we had running was the first one here on the AU that we issued. Therefore, because we were not allowed to exit right here. So price came back. When this trade got in profit, we issued an exit notification, and we made a small $32.50 on that. Our daily objective is $200 a day at this time. We are in the process of we have to accomplish the consistency of $200 a day before we move up our daily objective, which we're getting very close. We're doing quite well. Our system is always being revamped, and you have to change with the markets. If you don't know that, then there's a little tidbit of information for you. You have to change your system and your strategy with the markets, and the markets change throughout the seasons. So we always revamp and recalculate our system due to the change in the markets. So as you can see right here, is approximately, we made $32 on that very first AU trade. We made $166 on the second AU trade, which is approximately short of $200. So just these two trades on the AU brought us to our almost to our daily objective of $200. Let's go back to that EU chart. As you can see, we made $75 on that first trade and $105 on that second trade, which is fine. That's why we only held that last AU trade until it became in profit. That's all we... disregard that. So actually, I'm glad that popped up. So all you need to do with our system is set an alert notification, which actually that would be on the 15-minute chart that popped up. Now actually down here, just for example here, you got a SV buy. We got notified of that, approximately 30 minutes ago. But like I said, we're not in the charts, we're not in the markets right now. But that last one that popped up was a notification on the 15-minute chart, which just reinstills that this is a good buy right here, or reinstates that fact. Okay, so back to the charts. So that with those two trades, with those 4 trades today, we made approximately $380 in the trade group. If you're interested, or you want to see and find out more about Strategy Vault and our Nadex OTM Trade Room, OTM meaning out of the money trade room, there should be a link around this video. We would love to have you join us, but if you just want some information, or you want to become a member of our website and use all the free resources, by all means, we would love to have you. So with that, I'm done for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Actually, yesterday we did about the same. We did about $300 in the trade room. Like I said, we're becoming more consistent. The day before that, I think it was like 265, somewhere around that. But with that, I'll be done. And thank you, and we hope to see you. Have a good day.